I've been employed with UPS since 1995.
Wow.
And my harassment started in 2007 when a couple individuals decided that they wanted to launch a personal attack on me. And me coming from the background that I've come from, I'm a no stand down type of person. I go to work every day, I do my job, I'm there, I don't have an attendance problem, I'm not a outcast at the job. But the problem that management has with me, which I follow strict contract rules, is when I file a grievance, when I win those grievances, after those grievances have been won, there's personal attacks on me. So I continue to fight these grievances to the end. But management seems to think that since I voiced my opinion, that I am the outcast of the company, which I'm not. There's other people who have been outcast of the company, but they get taps on the hand and they get sent on. With me, I get fired. Why do I get fired? I don't have any idea why I get fired, but I always win my cases. And my reason for this protest and this interview is to get the message out to everybody that you don't have to stand down, you can stand up and fight for the right. You know, I personally feel like I've sacrificed my job in order to get this message out, which is not a problem, because my fight is not just for me. You know, I'm fighting for everybody that comes behind me, so this doesn't have to happen to anybody. Regardless of what your race is, nobody should be harassed, discriminated against, or be the subject of a hostile work environment. I won't get into the particulars of my case, but from 2007, I had two management personnel it was three management personnel that launched a personal attack. I defended myself well. I was able to win those grievances. And try to move on. What UPS does with its management, once they find out that management was in the wrong, instead of retraining them or terminating them, they move them around to different facilities to camouflage the true fact of what they've done to these individuals. The individuals that I was involved with in 2007, they were moved around, but no discipline actions had happened to them. Once they moved those individuals around, they weren't in my work atmosphere anymore. So from 2007 up until 2010, I started having problems again once those individuals had returned to the Raleigh facility. But as it stands now, I am not an employee of UPS. I am an ex-employee trying to fight to get his job back in arbitration. I also feel that the union representation is flat here in North Carolina, period. Other areas as far as New York and the upper states, they have a stronger union. They fight for those guys up there. Like I said, this push is not for me. It's for everybody that's a union member. Actually, it's for everybody that's not even a union member.
Right.
Just a person that works at a job. If you have a job, you shouldn't be discriminated against. You know, they say a fair day's work for a fair day's pay, but it doesn't include discrimination or retaliation or hostile work environment. If you felt like you've been treated wrong, then what you do is you file a grievance. I don't know exactly the time frame you have to get that grievance in, but it's within a couple of days. You have to get 48 to 72 hours, you need to file your grievance. Once that grievance is filed, the union takes it, they put it on a docket to be heard. You'll have a local level hearing on that grievance. At that local level hearing, they'll decide on if there was some wrong done, if there was some right done. However, they'll come to a decision. If you can't come to a decision at your local level hearing, then it moves on to a national panel, which I stand in getting my job back right now. Well, in my situation, your local level hearings are held at your facility, wherever you work. If there's no agreement there, and then it has to go to a grievance panel, the National Grievance Panel, it could be anywhere in the United States. I've heard guys have had to fight for their jobs as far as California. It has caused me a lot of stress. I'm a very, very headstrong person, and like I say, the background that I come from, my mother and father, they participated in the civil rights movement, so it instilled a lot of strongness in me. But being attacked on the workforce, you hear a lot of stories about people going through this, but you never think that it would happen to you. It happened to me. I sat in my house the first time that I was terminated and basically felt at some point that I was going to go crazy. I don't believe in psychiatrists because I don't think that no one can tell me what I'm thinking to the people that I love. And I didn't know how to go back and explain to them what I was going through.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's when I went to seek help. Once I figured, I'm out of character, and for me to lash out at my son in a public place, that wasn't me. I pray a lot. I'm very spiritual. With me, like I say, this fight, I feel like I am sacrificing my job, but it's a sacrifice that's well needed. This is not going to stop me. UPS was a stepping stone in my life, which was a place for me to better myself financially. But the big picture, which that's what they teach us, is the big picture. And my big picture was far beyond UPS. It was my career. It was my job. I did the best that I could do while I was there. And if I do so return, I'll continue that until I part ways with that company.
And I asked him some days, I said, why are you so quiet and you're so laid back? You do your job, you come home, you don't deal with a lot of people. Is this probably why this manager is actually attacking you the way, he is? Because you're not standing up for yourself. Maybe you need to actually just stand up and say, I'm tired of the way that you actually treating me, and I'm going to do something about it. You need to stop. But then when I asked him that question, he's kind of like, well, honey, you don't really understand. He said, if it wasn't for you guys trying to support you financially and with my children, do what I have to do, he said, I probably would be that way. I probably would lash out. But he said, I can't take those chances of trying to put you guys in, jeopardize you all for standing up to this man, because he's actually told me if I write a grievance on him, he's going to take it personally. And that's what he's been doing for 3 years. This is the statement that he actually tell my husband like that. To do everything that I possibly can. If this protest don't work, if this sitting here with this interview doesn't work, I'm taking it further. I'm not stopping, because it have actually torn me up as being a woman and actually seeing what my husband actually have been through for no reason. He's been with this company, like I say, for 22 years, model employee, worked every day, haven't missed a day, no more than sick time when he was out for surgery. He worked every day, never been late on his job, going far and beyond his expectations for UPS. This is what I'm talking about. These kind of people that you have working for UPS to go far and beyond the expectations that they need, and all in return, all they get is harassment, discrimination, and retaliation against a manager. And you got more than just these two guys here talking about it today. But the rest of them I've actually talked to, they want to stand up and they want to come out there and they want their voices to be heard, but they are just scared. They say, I'm scared. I'm scared that he's going to retaliate, or she or whatever manager is going to retaliate against me. I do not want to take those chances. But I'm praying for you guys. I'm hoping. But I said, I can't afford for my husband to lose his job. But if it's standing up for yourself and believing in what you believe in, your rights, yes. That job could not benefit you of actually believing what you believe in it and being true to yourself. I can't
tell them if I can get if I get everybody as one, management couldn't stand up against us. But you can't really get all of them out at the same time, and because you got few that's scared, and the other ones that if they don't see this one going out, they don't want to go out because they afraid, if that person ain't there, I'll be there, then I'm gonna get retaliated again. And also, the management, like my wife was saying, I had informed him if he didn't treat me fair, that I'm gonna write a grievance. That's when he told me that he takes it against the person. I didn't understand what the man meant. I didn't know if he meant the person would ask for he's gonna do something to me or do something to my family. I even told my wife, even right now today, I call my wife when I'm on break to make sure the door is locked. Make sure that she check on my daughter, because I don't know if the young man gonna come to my house or try to do something to my family. I feel that way because I don't know. When you say you're gonna take something personal, what do that mean? What are you telling me? Are you saying you're gonna hurt me personally or hurt my family personally? I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm afraid even right now today. I hate when I'm at work. If I call my wife and she don't answer the phone, that's the first thing comes to my mind. Is he there?
If it's anybody out there that know that you can possibly help us in any way that you possibly can, all we say is to try to get in touch with us, give us a call, because we need your help. It's no way that anybody should have to go to work and work for 22 years and 10 years on a job and to actually go through this. We need your help. We need our voices to be heard.
But don't give up on your fight, regardless of what the outcome is. You'll win. Either way it goes. Whether you're unhappy with the situation, it's still a winful situation because it helps you make person behind you.
There's a lawyer or some reputation, somebody that can fight against this type of company that can help us, not just me and Reggie, but other people. Right. If you're out there, let yourself be known. Let yourself be known so we don't have to be looking for you. Right. You come to Raleigh Hub, you hear me talking, if you get in contact with us any kind of way, get in contact with us. Right. We shouldn't have somebody to fight with us, because it's really hard to fight against UPS.
I'm out here with his family, and this will be very enlightening for those kids, so when they grow up, they'll know how to fight.
Exactly. They won't sit down.
They don't know how to fight.
Thank you. That's exactly what I said.
They're not going to teach them that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't teach them.
So we was making the sign. She said, well, I want to make my own sign. I don't want to hold these signs. So she made UPS. What did you make?
UPS has discriminated against my daughter.
Yeah. Because God teaches us we got to love everybody, regardless of who we are and where we come from. We have to love everybody as we love ourselves. We are brothers and sisters.
Ooh.